Hey, YouTube Live. Sorry about that. YouTube didn't want to cooperate. How are you? I'm sorry to switch up. Joker, hi. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I was all geared up. We were chatting and like that. I tried to start it. It wouldn't go. Anyway, I hope everybody makes it back over here. I'm sorry. Happens to me too. Joker, to you. Hey, Abdi GX. Good morning. Um, Joker, you do YouTube Lives? That's pretty cool. Oh, it's midnight. Abdi GX, where are you? Hitman, there he is. Sorry about that, Hitman. Sorry to everybody. I don't know what the hell happened there. I know I'm ready to go. I'm wound up turning a dime store watch. Hope Trevitron and all the people that were here, on other channels. Yeah, I don't blame you. Here we go. To everybody having a good time tonight, let's have some fun. It's okay. We are ready too. Good. This is my third one of these, and I want to give them some kind of structure because I want to do them every Thursday night from now on, 7 o'clock. I want to try and do them every week, God willing, river don't rise. Don't forget blowing your drink. Yeah, I forgot. Whew. Well, I'm not gonna fake it tonight, Hitman. Hey, Scotty AD is here. AD and Hitman gotta be, two of my favorite. There's a batch of them. Joker, Thursday's a perfect day for me. Perfect for you. Wonderful. Yeah, I did Friday last week, and I think, again, I think of me on Friday. Like the joke I did earlier. I'm going to act like a potato. I'm going to get baked. Or the other joke I have on the next reel, I'm going to act like a candle and get lit. Yeah, I plan on getting lit tonight after the YouTube Live. I want to do this. I want to do it in a structure. I got some stuff written down. So it was Thursday night, and thank you. Damn, AD. You don't even know it. I know it ends in Y. I know that it ends in Y. I only drink on days that end in Y. All right, so let's start with, I did it last week. I'm going to do it again. The Webb Wilder credo. Webb's a guy that I just loved. He was a fantastic artist. And the Webb Wilder credo is work hard, rock hard, eat hard, sleep hard, grow big, wear glasses if you need them. I'm going to do it again because I think it's important. Work hard, rock hard, eat hard, sleep hard, grow big, wear glasses if you need them. I also promised, and I have to flip this paper over. AMB's here. My God, I'm sorry, AMB. I apologize to everyone I lost. For some reason, YouTube froze up. It wouldn't do shit for me. Anyway, I promised, and I'm sorry to all of you. Give me a second, because I promised if you leave a comment, and here's the names I'm going to read off, so bear with me. Reek Z, Aminosar, Opium, Secret, SECRYT, new fan. DeWidso, I'm just here for the food. Green Frog, James T, YL Gamer, Reacting Hot Wheels, Sean McGuigan, I think it's pronounced, Royal Dragon, Corey's Comedy Channel, Demi Miss, David Snowden, Wookie, Hitman AD, Fine Dining, B-Baller 137. I wonder who you are. Nice. Alejandro Vicedo. Let me keep going. Tim Tam, Big Ham, Ronald Jenkins, Arpad Pinter, AMB, you're here. Alpha Lupus, you're coming up, Alpha. Great to have you. Sorry I'm late. Had to get dinner. Boy, I love dinner. I'm a light eater. I start eating when it starts getting light. I tell you, it's rough. My wife. Yeah, I'll do the Dangerfield joke for you guys. Remind me to do that. Remind me to do the Dangerfield joke. Where did I stop? AMB, Grand Theft Auto 1233, Mike Rupert, Dr. Sex, Dylan Bialu, Callie, Time O'Clock, Kisu Baji, Spooks, MC, bunch of symbols with a bike, Psycho Grogo, the Psychotic Grogo the 21st, Trusted, Adam McDermott, Magic Psychiatric Potato, Alpha Lupus 6716 who's here. Abraham Hernandez was here. I lost him though. Hopefully I'll make it over. Ian Godshaw, that guy was telling me how to do jokes. Spontaneous X, Admiral General Aladdin, Liam Hodgins, Jack in the Box, Joker, you there? Keanu Varalu, Jewish Nazi, boy, there's the name, Obroshida, George Andrews, Ralph Fenner, Aviation, Emma 111, David Smith, Teresa Cicero Grove, Trevatron, who I saw earlier, Trevatron, hopefully you make it back over, Trevatron 999, Blake Capatch, Shock Rabbit, Kyle Bly, and Latif Carrere, something like that. Anyway, that's that. Everybody, if I missed you, Secret's here. Good morning. Hey, man. I'm going to have a drink on that. I hope you guys are having the health. Oh, I forgot to blow on it. So I better take another sip. Let's do a joke. Let's start with a joke. I never did this joke before, and I thought I would do it to you guys. There's a guy who's into a town. There's only a handful of people in the town. So he goes into the town, and he sees there's only a handful of people in the whole town. So he goes into the bar, and he says, "Hey, bartender, do you have any women in this town?" And the bartender says, "No." He says, "But we have a barrel out back." I says, "A barrel?" He says, "Trust me." He says, "You're going to like that barrel." So the guy goes out to the barrel, and he sticks his... He comes back into the bar, and he says, "Man, oh, man, I'll tell you what, that barrel's fantastic. I love that barrel. I'm going to be in that barrel every day." And the bartender says, "Well, you can on Thursday." He says, "Why not on Thursday?" He said, "That's your day in the barrel." Love that joke. What do we got? How you been, Scotty? A and B, I'm good. How are you? What you drinking? Alpha Lupus 6716. I am drinking. There's a joke there. I don't drink anything stronger than pop, but hell, pop will drink anything. I tell you. Why don't I do the Rodney Dangerfield story while I'm doing that? I'm going to bounce all over. I want to keep some structure to it, but I'll do the Rodney Dangerfield story. If you guys don't know, I've been doing a lot of stories lately. I did a Kiss story, a Ringo Starr. That guy let my ass up today about that Beatles, the Ringo Starr story. That's brutal. What the joke? Secret? All right, let's do the Dangerfield story. I was working for RCA Records. I was in Beverly Hills at the Beverly Hilton. It's a true story. All my stories are true, 100% true. I was doing promotion for RCA. I went out to Beverly Hills for a convention or whatever. I didn't make BMG or RCA. So Rodney Dangerfield was there, and he was in a bathrobe with these two blondes. And, we were like, Rodney. And I went up to Rodney, and I said, "Hey, Rodney, can I get a picture?" No pictures, fellas." All right, cool out. I started to walk away. "Hey, I'll tell you a joke instead." I said, "Okay, what's the joke?" So the other night, I'm walking down the road. Guy's walking his dog. Dog starts licking himself. I said, "Man, oh man, if I could do that." He said, "Well, pet him. Maybe I'll let you." The rest of the story goes, Rodney says, "Hey, do you have any weed?" "Do you have any weed?" I did have weed, but I wasn't going to give it to Rodney Dangerfield because he wouldn't take a picture of the rat prick. All right, let's move on. Hey, bro, just call me Lupus if you want. All right, Lupus, whatever you want. AD the Key, how you doing, guys? Yes, the joke. You're hilarious. Wonderful. I want to do some stuff. I want to try and keep it structured. I want to give you, just because I think it's important if we're going to do it every week, I want to make sure I believe in total transparency. I believe in giving you guys no bullshit, 100% facts. A lot of the stuff I'm going to cover tonight, I plan on doing an hour. We're 9 minutes in. The facts, here's the numbers. 5,943 subscribers, 2.3 million views, 7,600 view hours. Although, here's the interesting part, YouTube says I have 190 view hours. That's a whole nother thing. I have my feelings about that. I'm going to save them because I don't want to get kicked off YouTube. I will say this. One of their YouTube cronies did a video about YouTube Shorts, and they have a Shorts fund. If anyone deserves that Shorts fund, I'd say it's me. I do nothing but quickies, and they use the quickies to work against TikTok, and so is Facebook with their reels and all that, but I don't want to get into that. Oops, I deleted a message. It's okay. I do it all the time. Those are the numbers. Someone said earlier, why don't you have more subscribers? I want to address that a little bit. There's a thing, and you guys probably well aware of this. There's a movie called Fake Famous. Maybe I talked about it last time, where you can actually pay, and you guys, I'm sure some of you guys are aware of it. Yeah, 100%. Where you can pay for subscribers and likes and comments and all that bullshit. I've never done that and never will. The 5,943 people that are hopefully subscribed are all some of the short find, I believe. I see you work pretty hard for the channel. I hope your channel keeps. Okay, I can't keep reading. Those guys almost have 6,000. Yeah, the 50, 60 more. You get that at least. Yeah, okay, cool. Short fund, I meant. Yeah, all right. Let me keep going here. Because I will never pay anyone. I've had oodles of offers. You know, we can get you 100,000 subscribers. We can get you this. That's bullshit. I don't want that. I want real people, just like everyone that's here tonight. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you because you obviously give a shit. You obviously think I'm funny. You think that whatever. I'll say this. I want to make sure you're clear on this. I don't think I'm better than any one of you. I'm just a guy trying to make people laugh. If I do that, wonderful. Nothing makes me happier than seeing AD's comments or AMB's comments or Lupus's comments. I think you said Lupus, right? Let me call you Lupus. Those are the things that keep me going. Now, again, I got some guy today who said, look at his face. Look how ugly. You know, and I was like, move along. Go troll somebody else. You know, I think from now on, I should just reply what I normally do. I'm trying to make people laugh. What is your contribution? Being rude and mean to people? I don't care if you think I'm funny looking or this. You know, just scroll. Don't you don't have to write a negative comment. They actually are doing me a favor by writing a comment. I feel you, man. Promoters are annoying. Organic followers are the best. Okay, good. Finn, love the attitude, man. Finn Massery, big ups. Finn, nice to see you. Let's move on. I said pay for play. Let's do another joke because I think it's important, you know, because I want to try and keep it funny. There's an orgasm joke that I really love. There is a positive orgasm where, oh, yes, yes, yes. There is a religious orgasm. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. And then there's a fake orgasm. Oh, Scotty T, oh, Scotty T, oh, Scotty. Damn it. 1 year ago, I did, right before we came on, I posted a 1 year ago video, and it was not even a comedy minute. It was 2 rants. I went on a rant about Chet Hanks, Tom Hanks' son, and I also went on a rant about Demi Lovato. Bots don't give a shit, but actually humans will watch your content with a laugh. Bots can't do that. Okay, good. Well, I lost some people when we switched over. I'm so sorry about that. I hope they make it over. Anyway, 1 year ago when I did that, and I guess this is where I'm at. I'm in the evolution of things. It's been a year, and I want to try and, you know, just be funnier if it's possible, or do better jokes, or, you know, again, it's not about getting more, you know, it's not even about being monetized by YouTube as much as it is making people laugh. You know, when I did that a year ago, obviously, I wasn't thinking about making people laugh. I was pissed off about Demi Lovato and Chet Hanks. So I think doing the jokes is important, but also think you have to be true to yourself. I think that's what I said last week. I'm afforded the luxury because I don't have sponsors. I don't have that. I can say whatever the hell I want. I can start picking my nose now and grab my ass if I want. Of course, I don't want to do that. But I want to shift gears. Let's move on to some topicality because I think it's important. We should also get monetized, 2 birds with 1 stone. I agree, Hitman. It's like you said last night. You were talking about the analytics and the whatever YouTube uses. I think that if I keep it funny and I got guys like you and people like you or girls like you, hopefully women, that it will come around. It will, I think good things happen to good people. Cream rises to the top. But I did want to, because I really want your guys' feedback, want everyone's feedback about the whole Will Smith, Chris Rock thing. I know it's all over the news. I actually met Will. I did a Will Smith story, and I just am interested to see, because as someone that's doing comedy and may go out doing it live, I most certainly don't want somebody coming up and slapping me, for shit's sake. I didn't even know what happened. Lupus, what happened, for anybody that doesn't know, and I find it funny because someone said, if Will Smith hadn't smacked Chris Rock, I wouldn't even know when the Oscars was on. I think that's true. I think a lot of us spice things up and make a huge splash. If you're a good person, genuinely make people laugh, I'm sure good things are coming. Good. I appreciate that. I'm going to keep reading over, but I want to try and stay focused. Yeah, the Will Smith and what I wrote down, and I think it's important, there's more to that story. For those, and I guess, Lupus, you said you don't know what happened. At the Oscars, it's a big event every year. The movies, they celebrate. And during it, Chris Rock made a joke about Will Smith's wife, and Will Smith got up and slapped him. And now there's just a huge backlash and everything. I kind of, if you want my opinion, I side with Chris Rock. Jokes are jokes. If you can't take it, my God, I've had people, get rid of me. Yeah, you're right, Joker. He was laughing at it. But Chris and Will are cool now. So, well, I don't know about that secret. Chris did a show last night and he said he's still processing it. I wouldn't be cool with it. You wouldn't get up and slap me and you'd ever be anywhere near me again. Hell with you. I'll take another drink on that note. Yeah, I don't think it's cool. Like I said, I met Will, and to be 100% honest, I didn't do it in the story, but Will was kind of pissed off at us because the record wasn't happening, and the reality was the record wasn't good. It's like the Ringo story I did last night. It wasn't good, and that's why it didn't sell. Now, the next record, Summertime, was a big hit, and it sold. It's just like the jokes. A couple of you guys said you've watched all 2,000 of them. There's jokes I do. Yeah, Chris Rock did get rocked. I do jokes like I did the batteries joke yesterday, which I loved. I don't know if you guys saw the batteries joke, and I loved it. And it was sitting there at 40, 50 or something. I thought, come on. Now this morning it's a 1,500, but that joke to me was just. It's like before I was asking Messenger Joker, what the hell are you writing? I did Hope Hope this morning singing Van Halen. And I'll be honest with you, I laughed at it. Now, maybe because I was singing and did everything, but I laughed my ass off at that. Again, crickets, didn't get shit. And, that happens, but that's kind of the premise for tonight is what is funny? Hitman, what you find funny. Oh, AD, you saw the battery joke. Okay. What you find funny, AD, Hitman might not. What Joker finds funny, in other words, it's like when I do, Snoop is doing these really dark jokes, and I love them. She did the joke, and I was going to go on a rant, but I tried not to get into politics or religion, but I have some feelings. I have some real strong feelings. The joke was, name what is a con man that doesn't pay taxes? And I said televangelist, but I really wanted to say, oh, I better not. He's a popular televangelist. He takes, I'll do it, Joel Osteen. And I said I wasn't going to do it, but Joel Osteen to me, if you don't know, they said that a batch of money was stolen and then they found it in the church. And again, it's a slippery slope when you start talking about I'll go see it right. Joker, Snoop does really bad jokes. Let me see if I can remember one she did. Better not. I'm going to try. Let Snoop do the evil. Because again, which is again the premise for tonight. The premise for tonight is what is funny. And I'm in a bit of a mood, and I'll tell you why I'm in a bit of a mood in a minute, because it's hard. You guys see the quickies, okay? And they're instant gratification. They're 8, 10 seconds long. Some of them are a little longer, basically 6, 8, 10 seconds long. I go out, "Your comedy minute," blah, 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 and I do the joke, and I have high hopes for some. Batteries was one. Some of them I fluff through. I mean, it's not that I fluff through them. I want them all to be great. Hey, bro, I got to go. So have a good day. Lupus, thank you. Joker, thank you. The quickies are amazing. I want all of them to be good, but yet, some of them aren't. And when I say that, in my mind they are, but they just because the YouTube numbers don't equate. The irony is over on Twitter or on Instagram, I have some videos on Instagram that are 3,000 or 4,000 views, and it blows my mind. Now other ones have 8, 10. Trying to read here. I think mistakes for Chris and Will are cool now. I don't see a reason to be upset. Okay, good. Yeah, I like I said, I think comedy is really a slippery slope for anyone that's doing it. Today is some kind of recognized transgender people day, and I'm not even gonna go there because maybe for whatever reason, stupid YouTube doesn't notify me of some of the quickies, so I check your channel regularly. Yeah, I don't want to. It doesn't make sense to me. The numbers, like in other words, if I look at last week's YouTube Live, the numbers, it'll show 72 views or however many views, but yet when I go over, it said 6 people looked at. I think they're playing with a rigged deck, but anyway, let's move on. My local Fox channel, I now have a huge heart-on for my local Fox channel. They run a thing in the morning, and I have the TV on. I don't have any volume on. But they have a thing in the mornings they do. It's called the Chick to Chick podcast. And the morning show girl gets up there, and they talk to these 2 girls. And every week they spend, 5 minutes or more with these 2 girls on the Chick to Chick podcast. And this week, I know because I looked up with one bloodshot eye and I saw Pet Psychic. And I said, Pet Psychic? What the hell? Excuse me. Pet Psychic. So I turned the volume up, and it turns out Pet Psychic. Yeah. Okay, good, Joker. I know. I agree. But I want to go on with this because it's why I'm in a mood today. I saw this on, Tuesday or Wednesday morning. Pet Psychic. And don't get me wrong, I have 2 dogs, and I talk to them. And, sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't. But for me, in order to try and keep it fresh and make you guys laugh, I look for stories that are so absurd you go, oh my God, really? It can't be. Because to me, that's what's going to, people say, my God, this guy talks about anything. So when I saw this Pet Psychic, I immediately posted it on the community page and posted it all over. This is what I'm going to talk about today. Because this woman said she not only talks to, hi, Revs, how are you? Pet Psychic, she talks to not only live pets, but dead pets. Which now, the whole psychic thing, calling my dead grandmother, again, maybe for you it works. For me, they'd never get a penny of my money. There's a joke. I called the psychic hotline. The woman said, I need your credit card number. I said, you're the psychic. You give it to me. There's another one. psychic joke. But anyway, I don't want to get too sidetracked. The Fox 43, they ran this. So I emailed the morning show girl and I said to her, hey, I'm going to do a minute on this. And I was hoping, yeah, Revs, absolutely. That's exactly what I'm doing. Just trying to make people laugh. So I emailed her. Her and I've had a shooting out by my house here. Yeah, nice area. But anyway, so I had this shooting and we conversed before. So I sent her a message. And I swear to you, when she was doing the pet psychic thing, animal communicator, she was trying not to laugh herself because this woman is so batshit crazy. She said in the interview, if you guys look at it, she said that if you want to communicate with your pet, the first thing you need to do is ask your pet if you can communicate with it. Now, Jesus, my God, might not be, isn't that a message from earlier? This woman says you have to ask your pet if you can talk to it. And if you have a cat, the cat may say no. Will probably say no because it has catitude. What the? Are you kidding me? I talk to Snoop and Hope. I give them a kick in the slats. They listen pretty good. Copycat. Yeah, I saw that. It's a cat sitting on a copier. Got a blast. Revs. Got a blast. Revs, I don't know what that means. I guess you're gone. Anyway, so the Fox 43 girl, she never replied or anything. And I was talking to my friend, and he said, maybe, because I looked at the numbers, and here's what really every dog is going to be terrified after you just scream at your dog. I don't scream at my dogs. Well, I do if they shit in the floor. I looked it up because it kind of bothered me. I said, I got to look this up. And the Chick to Chick podcast has 172 subscribers. You guys know I have nearly 6,000 subscribers. And when the girl didn't get back to me, I was like, maybe if Fox 43 wants better ratings, maybe they should put better content on. Why don't you look at the numbers of your Chick to Chick podcast and look at my numbers? Because again, nothing would be better than me hopping on Fox 43 in the morning. Yeah, I would love to see me in the morning, right? Excuse me. But anyway, she replied with like a laugh face, which then really pissed me off because I was like, lady, let's put the numbers up there and how dismal, how piss poor your morning show is. You're running a Chick to Chick podcast thing that's got 127 subscribers, where I have 6,000. And finally, she pissed me off so bad, I wrote, keep running that schlock. It helps me grow my channel. Yeah, I swear to you, finding humor every day. That's why I started doing some of the stories, because I feel like, number one, I want to be honest. I want to, give you real stuff. If I'm going to do a story, I want it to be 100% the truth, that this is what happened. A year ago, and I keep putting up the minutes from a year ago, because I think it's important, how I've evolved in a year and what I see funny, and which is the premise for tonight. What is funny? You know what? It's awful quiet. You guys, maybe I'm boring you, but what's funny to me may not equate. Yuri Talachko to me is absolutely hilarious. That psychic thing was hilarious, but it just didn't equate. Now, again, I don't know. Does anybody have any, feedback on that? I think comedy is very, very subjective. It'd be Will Smith and go up and slap him for saying something, but tomorrow's national holiday. It's April Fool's Day, so I just joined like 1 or 2 months ago. Been here for a while. Joker, I've been here for a year. I've been doing this for a year. For those of you that don't know, I'll go over it one more time. I got fired from Lowe's for telling jokes, and I decided I think that was pretty good. I personally think most of it was funny. Well, thank you, AMB. You know, I want to appeal to everyone too, because I don't think I have the corner on comedy. I don't think I have, you know, oh, I'm the God's gift to Corey's comedy channel. Corey, who's a real nice guy, he called me twice now. I want to try and help him out. I'm mentioning his channel and everything. You know, Corey's trying real hard. He does a lot of tricks and whistles, bells and whistles. And I told him, you know, my opinion, try and streamline it. Not that again, he calls me the king, which I don't feel like that. I just am a guy trying to make people laugh. I'm honing what I do down. I'm trying to the joke reels and the stories and everything I'm doing. Comedy can be subjective, Abraham. You're so right. What you find funny, like you use a lot of emojis. I don't know it, man. You're very kind. I guess compliments, I'm not real good with that, but you know, Abraham, you are so on point. Joker, you're the king. You know, you guys, I appreciate that. It makes me feel uncomfortable though, because damn, it puts, as Lewis Black, that puts a lot of pressure on me. No, I don't feel that pressure. You know, I'm gonna do the best I can do every day. I spend a lot of time every day. Lately, I've been having a hard time. I go to sleep, and you know, I'm dead asleep and sleep for 3 or 4 hours, and then I wake up, and I get shit in my head, like that Hope Van Halen thing. I thought that would be so funny because Hope's got that real high voice, and you know, and it just didn't equate. Now maybe it'll grow over time, yeah, but it's so subjective, as Abraham said. It's so what you know. I'm surprised that some of you guys say you watched. I love using emojis. Okay, cool. You know, for me, Abraham, don't take this the wrong way, but emojis are just it doesn't, you know, it doesn't. But I think that's just a age difference thing. I'm a big. Some people said about me getting this whatever trans course or you know whatever that I should join or whatever. I'm not really a chat guy. I'm more communication. Call me on the phone. Let's talk. Let's you know, I'm more of that than or emojis. Emojis to me are just, oh look, a smiley face. I guess my eyes are so bad I can't see what the hell they are. Hey AD, you're back. No, hey AD, that's probably my fault. I lost a batch of people that were waiting because the damn thing wouldn't start. But we're here. We're going. Let's do another joke. I have some jokes here written down. There's a little boy. He wants to take his dog for a walk, and he goes and grabs a leash, and his mother says, "You can't take the dog for a walk. The dog's in heat." The little boy says, "What does that mean?" She says, "Go ask your father." So he goes out and he says, "Dad, I'm going to take Tippy for a walk." But Mom said, "I can't because Tippy's in heat." "What does that mean?" His father sits there for a second. Finally, he says, "You know what? Just take some gasoline and rubs it up and down Tippy's hind end." Says, "There, go take Tippy for a walk." About 5 minutes later, the boy comes back with an empty leash. And his father says, "Where's Tippy? What happened?" The little boy says, "I think he ran out of gas, but there's another dog pushing him up the hill." Kralos is here. Hey, Kralos, how are you? Where did I get my hat? We got a big storm, by the way. I don't know if you just heard the lightning. If we go off again, that's because lightning hit. They're calling for terrible storms here tonight. I'm in York, PA, and oh, you like that joke? Good. What was the question? Where do you get your hat? Joker, this hat, believe it or not, I actually, because this one is, oh my God, 10, 12 years old. I used to work before I, you know, left for the music business stuff. I worked for Sam Goody, Musicland. I don't know, going way back here, record stores. And Musicland was carrying a lot of merchandise. They carried Snoop Dogg T-shirts and hats and this and that. So I actually, a friend gave me, who worked for Musicland. He was a district manager, and he gave me this hat, and it actually was away for a long time. And what's funny, I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but all the heads are wrong. If you look, you know, all the heads are wrong. Bart's Everyone's head is wrong. It's kind of interesting. Alan, welcome. I have a record player. Joker, I have one too. I used to have about 100,000 or more records. I still have several thousand records. I love vinyl records. Saw a picture today, if you didn't, on the community page with Hopo. I have tons of 45s and albums. I grew up on records. I worked in a record store. Anyway, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Sam Goody, Musicland, where I got the hat. I am hoping this thing continues to grow, and I'm going to keep going. So I actually went on eBay and did a search for Simpsons hats, and it took me a couple of days of searching. There was none, and finally I found another one. I think I paid almost $40. So I have a brand new hat just like this one that's back in the bedroom in the plastic still. So in case this one ever shits the bed, I have another hat. What else we got, Joker? Even the hat is funny. Hey, looks are and everything. I tell you. My wife, she gives great headache. I love Rodney Dangerfield. It was a shame our meeting wasn't so good. I'll tell you, I did a rant too about Lewis Black this week, because it kind of pissed me off that Lewis had a show in Hershey and it wasn't selling. The reason I know it wasn't selling because he was running commercials and was all over Facebook, all over. And so I did the Lewis Black story. I met Lou, and I thought that's a whole other thing. Comedians, they just don't. You'd like to think, oh, he's doing comedy. He's been doing it for a year. You'd think some of these guys would help me out, but they don't. And it's fine. I cleaned house on Twitter. I said, and the irony is I'm up to almost 1,000 followers on Twitter. I only follow like 100 people. I cleaned house because I'm like, screw you guys. I don't need that crap. My hat really fits me. Yeah, it's got multiple personality. I'm schizophrenic, and so am I. Scott's nuts. Grab him. Now stop that. What else we got? Hi, bro. How you doing? These nuts. Hey, we were just talking about the nuts. Scott's nuts. Grab them. I'm doing good. How are you? Abraham Hernandez, it's so nice to actually chat with you. Normally I just see emojis and stuff. So where are you from, Abraham? Alan Oliver's here. Good. Alan, good to see you. Let's see. Joker, laugh out loud. Good. Let's have another drink. Maybe I'll do a shot. Like I said, tomorrow's a national holiday, April Fool's Day. And I will give you Blaine Capatch. He's a professional comedian. Blaine and I go back. I'll tell you about Blaine. Blaine used to work at Listening Booth in the York Mall. And I was in love with a girl at the York Mall in the Listening Booth. And I loved records, so I used to go out there. And what happened was Listening Booth, they wanted to get bigger, so they started something called wall-to-wall sound and video. And so they started selling TVs, VCRs, stereo equipment. And so they went from this little record store to this big. And Blaine worked at the record store. And when it went to wall-to-wall sound, I think he really didn't dig it. But Blaine was maybe 18, 19 years old at the time. And I took over as manager of the store. And, Blaine left. That wasn't on bad terms or anything. Blaine and I liked one another. And so fast forward, 20, 30 years. And Blaine Capatch is, he's on MTV, or he had, Blaine's had some good success, and he's a great comedian. He does some amazing stuff. He's, headlined a lot of things. And so I had followed him on Twitter for a while. When I started comedy, I thought I'm going to reach out to Blaine. And last year, Blaine did Your Comedy Minute for me. And I was so taken back and so thankful. So this year, I reposted his one from last year. And Blaine said, how about I do another one for you? So he sent it to me about a week ago, and I've been holding off because we did a little thing, April Fool's Day. Is Blaine really going to do it? And yes, he is. I have a video ready for tomorrow, April Fool's Day. Blaine Capatch is going to be on. I hope to do some really special stuff for you tomorrow. It's April Fool's Day, for shit's sake. I'll take a shot with you. You can't see me, but I got you. I'll tell you what, Alan. On that note, since you said it, let me do it. Let's do a shot together. Anybody that's out there, give me a second. Hold on. Last week I showed it. I'll show it again. Let's do a shot. That'll move things along. I said we're going to have some fun. Here's you guys. Little Jim Beam Red Stag. Here's the swimming with bow-legged women. There's the looking up your old address. All right. Let me grab it. Alan, you're late, for shit's sake. What do you have? Raise your glasses, gents. Hitman, you still aren't telling me. You say you got ice cubes. What do you got besides ice cubes? I forgot Kyle Bly when I mentioned the people. I think I did. And Kyle doesn't do social media at all. And he actually thinks enough of me. Kyle and I go back. We work together at Lowe's. Jim Beam, not the best, but I'll do. But it'll do. All right. Now, there's a story. It's funny because that's Abraham. Do you drink or you? I don't know how old you are. There's a story for you. I like this story too. I'm gonna. I mentioned the Verve Pipe. I worked with a band called the Verve Pipe. They opened for Kiss, and I did the Kiss story this week. If you haven't seen it, please go look at the stories. That'll really help me out. What I'm gonna do, probably tomorrow or the next day, maybe over the weekend, in the community section, I'm gonna put all the stories. So if you guys are just watching the quickies, go to the community section. I'm going to put every story I've ever done recently. But this is a good story. I like this story a lot. The Verve Pipe was playing in Maryland. I think it was Pasadena, Maryland. This was before We Gotta Run. Keep up the hustle. Okay, Max Uzumaki, thank you for coming. Oh, I'll read that. Whatever. Anyway, let me continue this story because it's a really good story. The Verve Pipe, if you don't know, they had a big hit with The Freshman, still a big song. And this was before they actually broke. They were out with their first single. And I set up dinner with 98 Rock in Baltimore. And we had dinner at a place called Windows on the Bay in, I think it was Annapolis. And this is a real foo-foo joint, and I'm not a real foo-foo guy. So we had this dinner, and I forget, 10, 12 people there, whatever. And I remember the Verve Pipe kept saying, we got to get going. That guy, I said, just take your time. Don't rush. The later you are, the more people will be there. And the irony was a Rod Stewart cover band was the headliner. I was like, good Lord. So anyway, they left. They're getting to the venue. I'm taking my time getting there. And we're getting ready to pay the check. And the guy comes around, a little, drizzle of raspberry custard and this and that. So he says, would you gentlemen like an aperitif? I think that's what they called it. And you said about the best. Alan Oliver, only Jim Beam, not the best, but it'll do. This guy came over and he offered us this aperitif, and I think it was $75 a shot, which that's a lot for a shot for me. And he came up and he brought him in these little snifter glasses. And he brought them, and he went on like about a 3-minute tear about this was aged, it was at the bottom of a vessel, and it's smooth, sipping, whatever, cognac. And he must have said the word sipping like 4 times. And I'll never forget, he put the glasses down, and my partner and I went, clank! His face, he didn't know what. We just took $150 worth of shots and went clank, knocked him back. Never forget it. I'll tell you this, David Snowden, have any cranberry? Oh, David's here. That guy, FN. No, David, I don't. Actually, David, I have cranberry in my drink. That's a whole nother story. David and I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep going if I keep clanking this stuff. Yeah, that was when you talk about expensive, Alan, when I worked for RCA and BMG, and David knows this, I had a credit card, didn't have any bottom. So I've been at dinners where $500 bottles of wine or more, and I remember Cheap Trick at Bookbinders in Philadelphia. Bookbinders is again one of those pretty high end restaurants where they have 2-3 pound lobsters and you pick your lobster out of the tank. And I think that dinner that night was about $10,000 for that dinner. Yeah, it's true. Man, oh man, the amount of money I pissed away. Oh God. Pineapple. David, what the hell's wrong with you? Alan Savage. Yeah, that it's that's the thing about what I'm doing now is that I'm so blessed because I've had that previous life with all the drinking and partying and mayhem and nonsense that now I'm proud of last week. I took 4 or 5 days off. I didn't drink a drop for 4 or 5 days, which is amazing. You guys are probably like, what the no. When I say that, I believe this, and this is kind of a Cheap Trick mantra. Rick was like this, that they never drank or partied or smoked anything or did anything before the show, but as soon as the show was over, look out, it's party time. And that's kind of the way I am. I don't drink or party at all before I do the quickies or anything if I'm going to do a story. But come 6, 7 o'clock, man, I've been going for 12 hours. I'd like to have a beer or two and have a couple cocktails. So I don't know about you guys. My friend Wookie says that that's what most people do. That's a lot of money, $10,000 on a dinner. Yeah, that's true. The reason I know, the rock promotion woman, she come up to me and she looked like she was really, shitting and getting. And she said, "Hey, Scotty, can we split this tonight?" And I was like, "Okay." And she said, "It's like 10,000." So we put like 5,000 on each card. Yeah, it was a lot of money that night. A drink after a long day is what's needed. Yeah, Hitman, I stopped making apologies about that. Listen, everybody has vices, I did a bit now. I'll do a bit here now about it because I find it interesting. I did a bit about ketamine. And if you guys know, does anybody out there, any of you guys know about ketamine? If you do, write yes, I know about ketamine. David, I'm sure you know about ketamine. If you don't know, I'll go on to it. Yes, Hitman knows what ketamine is. Ketamine is a horse tranquilizer. And when I was living in Ellicott City, Maryland, I got a call one day. My landlord, who was quite a partier, "Hey, T, going down. We got some vitamin K." I'm like, "What is vitamin K?" "Alan, you crazy stuff there, ketamine." He called me and said, "T, come down. We got, some ketamine, some vitamin K." So I went down. I'd gone down and done coke and other things down there. True. So anyway, this ketamine, I never heard of it, and I went down. And when I asked him what it was, he said, "Well, it's a horse tranquilizer." I said, "Whoa, bub, whoa, hold on." Okay, MB, I'll stay as long as I can and rewatch what I missed. I love my first stream in this channel. Every Thursday, we're going to do this. Hopefully, it'll get better and better. But anyway, let me finish the ketamine story. I get called, I get down. He tells me it's a horse tranquilizer. I said, "Nah, bub, I'm good with that. I've never done acid or any of that because no matter how much I drink or if I smoke some pot, I still know I'm Scotty T. I still know my, phone number, my address, I have my social security number. I don't like escape. I don't like, getting too far gone. Although I've been too far gone. Some may say I'm too far, right? Eating the shit out of the air. Anyway, so I said no on the ketamine. And, again, I just told you how I feel about, real hardcore drugs. But so now we've graduated to fentanyl. And fentanyl, again, I don't know how much you guys know about that. Alan, if you think ketamine was something, fentanyl is an elephant tranquilizer. See, the horse tranquilizer, a horse is so big, that gets you so messed up. But an elephant tranquilizer, now if you're trying to really get stoned, you want to get whacked, get your good old elephant tranquilizer and And if you don't know, I mean, probably you guys do. Tom Petty, Prince, I think Michael Jackson, uh, this latest guy. I mean, I don't know what he had, like 10 drugs in his system. The drummer from Foo Fighters, Taylor Hawkins or whatever. It's always sad. It's like a right before I come on. Anyway, yeah, fentanyl. That's why if you don't know about fentanyl, a lot of emergency EMTs are worried and afraid. They all are like, if you touch it, you can probably shit the bed. You may even die, I think, if you touch. That's why they're now, fentanyl is like a major, major bad juju for, it's, again, let's just do the math. Elephant tranquilizer. The horse tranquilizer wasn't good enough. Then prepare to shit your pants and probably eat some peanuts afterwards. I don't. Yeah, I think your life's really got to be in the shitter if you're wanting an elephant tranquilizer. I guess that's it. I think I went and got my taxes today, which, boy, that was a positive experience. And corn. Oh, you love that. No, I think honestly that if your life's that bad, you're got to go for an elephant tranquilizer. Then, shoo, I don't know. I think that I'm thankful. I'm thankful for every day. I'm thankful for each one of you that came here tonight. Yeah, MB, take care. I'm going to see you real soon. Hopefully next week. I'm about to cut it short because I'm about running out of gas. It's been a long day. My taxes, that stupid girl from my local Fox. Crazy. Try looking up with the bath. No, now it's funny, Alan. Bath salts. Yeah, those people, they go zombies and bath salts. That's that fake marijuana bullshit. Yeah, I know about that too. Yeah, bath salts. You know what? The world we're living in, though, listen, I'm not, it's like I started with. I don't think I'm smarter or better than anyone else out there. We're all dealing with our own bullshit going on in our lives. And if you've got to take an elephant tranquilizer to help you sleep, although you may sleep a little too long, like Tom Petty or Michael Jackson or Prince, so be it. I do think that, drug addiction and stuff, there's no real, again, there's that what's funny, what's not funny. I laugh at a lot of the wrong shit. I do a lot of blind, and matter of fact, this week I was going to do a Jeff Healy joke, and David Snowden and Wookie told me, no, Scotty T, don't do that. Again, that's a slippery slope. But yeah, bath salts, man, oh man, Alan, that's fierce. I think they call it alligator or something because what it does to the skin. Be careful looking at photos. Alan, I'm going to take your word on that. I don't need to look at that. I'm good. I'm good with the old bath salts. I'm good with the fentanyl and the ketamine and all that. Now I just drink a little bit and maybe a little. Well, that's all. Listen, I think we'll wrap it up. We're at 53. That's good. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here this week. If I babbled, I apologize. I've tried to keep it structured. I want to keep it structured. Every week I have a plan, and then I start reading the comments, and I get sidetracked. Joker, thank you very much. Abraham Hernandez, Alan Oliver, Hitman, AMB, everyone that was here. I feel so bad that I lost Trevor Tron and some of the other folks, but thank you very much. Have a great night. I'll see you next week. Keep showing up in the last 10 or 15 minutes. What time do you start? 7 o'clock, Alan. We're going to do every week. That way we keep it, again, I feel like, and please bear with me. This is only my third one of these. I hope, because last week I watched the whole thing back. I wanted to, watch what I did good, what I did bad. I hope they get better. I thought tonight went pretty good. More structure. I think they, again, the jokes and this and that, along with topicality. I think it's important because, you guys just see me doing quickies and the stories, but, to see what Scotty T really is, I think that's important. Know what kind of man I am and what my heart's about. And trust me when I say I'm so grateful to each and every one of you that watches my videos and comments and smiles. And God forbid you actually buy a coffee mug or a a shirt or something. I hope one day to get hats. That would be pretty cool. But hell, we haven't sold anything yet. I'll try to be here at 7 Thursday. Keep up the good work. Stay safe. Good night. Same to you, Alan. Hitman, you're the best. I lost AD the key. I lost everybody, but that's okay. I'll see you all next week. Hopefully it'll be even better. Have a good one. I'll see you real soon, okay? Take care.